right, so we're just bringing the energy around us. Taking some nice deep breaths. Feeling that Wei Qi field, the auric field, about 3 feet around us. Bringing in Qi, life force energy, and then grounding that energy into the earth, so we're feeling grounded. We feel that connection to Mother Earth, but we also feel connection to the sun, and we are the conduit right in between that. And again, it's that central channel that's so important. We want to keep that open. We want to keep the circulation moving. The meridians come off of that, so it's really important to just remember the crown of the head and the bottom of the feet, and we're the conduit in between. Let's just gather up that energy from earth for a minute, and then turn the hands upward. As we come up, we're going to just turn slightly to the right and come around. This is our torus field, the electromagnetic energy within us and around us. And then we'll slide to the back, the other side, remembering the back of the body. That's really important. And then we'll gather up more energy from earth. We'll come center, bring that energy up, and just like a waterfall of golden light, just let it, filaments of light come all the way around you, protection energy, healing energy, and then float the hands down and just feel that connection. Surrender hands, just as you notice, having an awareness of how you're feeling today, how your body's feeling, how your emotions are feeling, how you are feeling, and just, yeah, feeling open and ready to start Qigong. All right. So we're going to start just with some quick breathing. Since we are almost into May, I wanted to just bring in a really nice, we'll do 3 breathing techniques. We're just going to breathe in. So we're in breathing all that sunshine, and then we're assimilating as we exhale. We're assimilating that breath into that central channel. And then we are expanding our consciousness right out into the world. And then we're projecting love. So let's do that again. Opening up to the sunlight. Assimilating. Breathe out. Exhale. Breathing in, opening up your consciousness. And exhale, projecting love. Last one. Breathing in. Exhale, assimilate through the central channel. Expanding out. And then projecting. Beautiful. And then we'll come into opening the flow. So we're just going to breathe in and exhale. Inhale. Float the hands down. Breathing in. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Then we'll come into the crane as we raise one leg and down. Bending the knees, raise the other leg and down. This is the crane. Breathing in. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Nice deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Then we're going to come up. We're going to bring water up from the kidneys to the heart, which is fire. And then we'll come back to the crane and down and up and down. Water interacts with fire for balance. Out to the crown, the crane. Water and fire. 2 more. fire. Last one. Up and down. And up and down. Water and fire interact. And just feel your stillness for a moment there. And then we're going to open our hearts to the sun and then come down to bless the earth. So we open to the sun, the yang, and we bless the yin, the earth. Open, stretch, 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 and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale and exhale. And then we're going to come right into dancing with rainbows. Stretch it. Stretch it to the right and stretch to the left. So let's bring in that red rose that we see back there. Red is the color of energy and excitement. Let's bring in orange. There's an orange rose back there too, and that's joy. Let's bring in yellow. Yellow is for wisdom, illumination. And green, there's green everywhere. Green is for longevity and nature. And then we'll bring in blue. Blue is everywhere as well, right behind me. If I go back too far, I'll know all about it. And then purple is for divine connection and transmutation. And then we'll take both arms and we'll bring in golden light and golden light and golden light. And then we'll float the hands down and surrender. And just notice how you feel after those exercises. Then we're going to step out with the right foot and we're going to open a pathway and come back. And then step out to the left, open a pathway and come back. So we're just opening up, stretch it and open, lunge forward, like you're opening up a beautiful pathway of energy. We'll do two more. Stretch, come back, stretch out, come back, and then we'll take both hands crisscrossing and come into the waist. Cross and back, back to that belt channel where physical chi can come into the body. So we're starting low as we cross our arms. This is the first treasure, the physical body. The color is pearlescent white light. So it's like we're opening up the physical body. Then we're moving up to golden light, the second treasure, which is our emotional field. We open our emotions, let them in, let them flow out. Just let them flow. And then we move to the third treasure, which is violet light, all about divine connection, however that appears for you. We just open up to wisdom and intuition, coming back down to the heart and back down to the physical body. And then we'll just hold our hands down at the earth for a moment and feel that energy of the three treasures: the physical body, the emotional body, and our beautiful spirits. Shake the legs out a bit. We're going to do some spinal cord breathing. So we'll go ahead and come up, stretching up and down. Breathing in as you come up and exhale, really moving that synovial fluid in the spine. Stretch it in, down. Great thing to do in the morning right after you wake up and you get out of bed. This gets the spinal fluid moving. It works the nervous system, creates balance, all kinds of good stuff. And then on this next one, we're going to stretch to the right and back to center. And stretch to the left and center. Back and forth. On this next one, we're just going to hold that stretch and pulse it open so we really work our posture. Stretch it, and hold. Hold the stretch. Open those pectoral muscles. Stretch it. Hold. And then we come center. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. We're going to just pulse it open. Pulse. And hold, stretch it and hold the stretch. And then we'll come center and we're going to gather up all the energy, the sunlit energy. Let it come down through the crown of the head, all through that central channel, lighting it up. Take your time coming down, really feel that energy. And then when we get down to the lower dantian, we're going to hold that right arm down, right hand comes down, and we stretch up the left, and then we'll sink a bit as we switch, kind of spiraling the hands. We're combining heaven with earth, we're touching heaven and earth. That's the name of this exercise, touching heaven and earth. It's a great one. Stretch it because it's balancing. When our yin and our yang are balanced, we feel better. We feel more, just feeling more secure. Stretch it and stretch. Let's do two more. Stretch it up. Spiral the hands down and stretch the other direction. Then we're going to take that left hand and we're going to push it out as the right hand comes behind us and we look behind us. And then we'll open everything up and we'll push the other direction. It's like we're just expanding that Wei Qi field out just a bit. Stretch it and stretch. Breathe in and then exhale. Exhale. we'll take that right into a flow, which is called casting our cares to the divine. So we open and we let it go. Open up, let it go. Nice big breaths. Exhale and exhale. Get some momentum going. Exhale. Exhale. This really moves the body, the sides of the body. Let's do 2 more. Stretch it up and stretch it up. And then gather up all that energy again. Bring it down, bring it through. Find your balance, find your calm, and find your stillness. And then surrender hands. Take a nice deep breath. And then we'll slide the arms down and the hands, and we're just going to work the knees a bit. Now let's go the other way. And then just go ahead and put your hands on your knees and then stretch the back of the legs. So you're just stretching your hamstrings out a bit. And then bend them and stretch. Now if that hurts your knees, be really careful. Don't do anything that brings you pain or discomfort. We always say that, but we mean it. Just be careful with your body. Stretch it out. This is really good for the knees. If you're, if it doesn't hurt, it's really good for them. It brings circulation into them. And then we'll move up. And we'll move our hands to our hips, and we'll just circle around, just circling the hips around. Getting into those hip flexors, into gallbladder 26 and gallbladder 30. Gallbladder 26 is here, gallbladder 30 is here. And then we're just going to move our hands as we come up. Like a vortex of energy. We're just spiraling up, we're bringing our energy up, and then we're going to stretch up and go to the right. Come center, and then go to the left. Center, and then circle the moon. Nice big stretching all the way around. Stretch up. Go ahead and bring the arms down, and then we're going to gather energy from earth. We're going to bring it up through that central channel, let it pop out the head, and we're going to grasp that sunlight, and we're going to just envision we're bringing it right in through the central channel, just kind of clearing and cleansing that spinal cord area. Let's do that again. We gather up energy. Yin energy comes up through the body, through the energy centers of the body, and then we grasp energy as we bring it down. Bring it up. Grasp that energy and bring it down. Now we'll go ahead and take our left arm, come up through the body, right arm stays down, grasp the energy, and then guide it down. we'll do the same thing with the right hand and arm. Grasp the energy and bring it down. One more time, come up, grasp it, guide it down, and then bring this arm up, come up, grasp the energy, and bring it down. And then one more time, we're bringing up everything right through the central channel. Come up, gather and gather your sunlight. Gather all that energy, that yang energy that brings you energy. And then slowly guide it down. And then we'll go ahead and gather up energy, prayer hands above the head, and then as we come down, we're going to lift up our left leg and come down into like a little curtsy. And then we'll come the other direction and down. This is called Lotus Flower Embraces the Moon, or the sun. Since we're almost in May, let's embrace the sun. Last one. Nice deep breath and exhale. And then we'll gather up energy from the earth as we come up through the energy centers of the body. And then when our hands hit the sunlight, we open to a beautiful lotus blossom above the head, a beautiful lotus blossom. Just hold that energy for a bit. And then as dusk comes, that energy, the lotus blossom closes up. It comes down, goes down to the earth, petals drop to the water. One more time, we pick up energy from the earth, from the mud. Actually, that's what a lotus flower does. Comes up from the mud, and then it hits the sunlight, and it blossoms into a beautiful lotus flower. And then we close it up, and we guide the energy down, and down, and down to the water, letting the petals fall to the ground. And then just holding that for a bit, feel the energy of that movement through your spine. Just feel that connection to the earth and connection to the sun and the stars. Great, okay. We're going to do some tapping because that's always a good thing to do. It's an important thing to do. Let's start with the thymus. Let's actually work on the face a bit. So we're going to rub our hands together. Create some energy in our hands. That's where a lot of healing begins. And then we're going to do some tapping, lung 1 and lung 2, coming up the sides of the face, come below the lips, above the lips, come all around the cheeks, working the sinus area, especially with wind at all, or this time of year, and then the jawline, right around the jawline, come up, come to the temples, come to that third eye area. Let's open that up. And then we'll come to the crown of the head, and we're just going to tap all around the crown. We're going to open up new neuronal pathways in the brain. Come down, come up, come all around. It's good to use your fingernails with this. And then we're going to go to the nape of the neck, which is called the jade pillow in traditional Chinese medicine. And then come down to that gallbladder meridian, tapping. And then we'll tap all around the ears, the kidney meridian. We're going to tap around that. And then we'll rub our hands together again. Take a nice deep breath. And then just bring all that lymph down and out. You don't want to just bring it down. You want it down and out. You want to drink a lot of water. And then we'll come down the arms. And down the inside of the arms, just sweeping the energy off. Instead of tapping, you can always just sweep. And then we're going to take the other arm and we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to sweep that lung, pericardium, and heart meridians. We're sweeping down, we're letting it go. And then the large intestine, small intestine meridians, we're letting that go as well. Great, and then we're going to come down the body, come down that central channel, come to the stomach meridian, sweep down the gallbladder, the kidneys, the bladder, and then sweep with a lot of pressure, just sweep down the legs, the stomach meridian, sweep down, sweep down, sweep down, and then sweep down the inside of the legs, the liver, the kidney, and the spleen. So we sweep and sweep and sweep. So we're just like getting it all off, getting everything moving. And then we'll shake for a bit. Shake it up. And then we'll float our hands down. We're going to feel that grounding. We're going to feel connected to the sun and the stars. And we're going to feel that stillness and that peace and that life force energy, which is chi.